So oh yeah, a bit delayed here, but this is the first ship, and this is the DSi Talon by DeGrock. And DeGrock is watching the stream right now as well, I think.
This one's already made its round on social media.
Yes, it has.
We've been doing some spotlight, we've been doing some posting, and I've also got one of this going up on YouTube as well next week. But this is if you like engine bays, Joel, you're gonna like this one.
Oh, I love it. I mean, I think this is also the thumbnail for today's stream. It's absolutely stunning. I love the rounded element as well. Like, look at I've seen this a few times that people are adding like these rounded elements. Like there's the kind of like armor that's wrapping around that thruster, and it's super nice as well. It kind of looks a bit like a pod racer.
The point of the cockpit though, like the cockpit's really sharp. This isn't someone using like a flat angled piece. This is, them triangular pieces aiming forward. It's got some very aggressive angles to this ship, and I think that's what really pulls it off. That with that red as well, it just says speed to me. It just says this is a really fast and compact little fighter.
But you know what's interesting as well is this is something that I think for a long time we're going to be adjusting to, and that is the size of these ships. Like this, you'd think this is kind of like I mean, it is a smaller ship, but
yeah, it's not. This
is not a fight. Like if you look inside, you can stand up inside of it. But
it's much bigger than you think.
And that's what's really throwing me off. A lot of builds that I'm seeing is like it's really taking some getting used to. This just grid is it's really throwing me off sometimes because. Like what I really like is how people are building these custom cockpits, and we're seeing it with like smaller and larger vehicles, ships. And then when you get inside the flight seat and you look around, you have like these different pillars or lights, and it really feels like you're in a brand new kind of like cockpit block.
But I will say, Joel, did you notice how much people are actually using railings, though? Like, people are really intricately using... Like, there's railings you see on that left side that they've used as, like, a venting mesh. That looks fantastic. It's amazing what people can do with, like, such a simple block to add detail to their design as well. I like the little venting on the back of the engine bay just behind that
subtle, isn't it?
Element as well.
It's subtle, yeah. So great. I mean, and I see them there. Yeah, there's your ship, DeGrock, the DSi Talon. It's very, very nice. I love the little winglet at the back as well.
Ooh, spoiler.
And what I'm seeing people also say, and I'm saying all the time as well, is that what's crazy is what people are already building with the blocks that are in the game. There is a good number of blocks to get stuff done. People are making amazing things, but yeah, if you do compare it to SE1, there is a fraction of the number of blocks that SE1 has. So, and often people are comparing, SE2 is a little bit like when SE1 released initially. But at the same time, it's like so much more above that. Like, we were talking about your Henry, Aaron, right? And back in the day, it was a beloved ship, and it still is. I mean, and there was lots of ships that people were, oh, this is amazing. But like, what I'm trying to get to is like this ship here is like miles above ships that we had when SE1 first released. That makes sense, even with a limited number of blocks.
Yeah, well, like we go back to every now and then, we say it looks like a render, doesn't it? It looks like he types in, generate me a ship, and this is what it came out with. It looks so crisp on the screen, like all the lighting, the angles, the detail, and the shadowing. It looks lovely. It almost doesn't look like a game. It looks like a screenshot from a movie of something. You could put this on some promo for some sort of sci-fi trailer, a new alien faction or something. But it does look lovely.
It's very, very nice. But we have a few more pictures here. Let's have a look. Ooh, again, different lighting, but I love seeing like the lighting bouncing off the tail there at the back.
Very nice.
And that massive thruster, look at the size of that. Like, I just realized they have like the extra large thruster in the middle. That's huge. This thing is going to fly, I bet.
Oh, yes. Look at that. It's still quite like low profile though, doesn't it? I like the little vents at the front of the engine there as well.
Oh, yeah, just underneath.
The back of the thruster. Yeah, there's so much going on into this design. I'd love to like pick the brain, of the creator and see like, what their sort of workspace looks like. Is there different variants of this where they've experimented and tried different things? Or did they just keep evolving the same, ship until it got the form that they liked? Because it's always interesting to see how builders design, because I always design in stages. Like I'll copy a copy where I'm up to and put it over to the side so I can see my work sort of evolve. So it'd be interesting to see how this ship evolved, or what the idea was. Was their idea, down on paper to start with, and then they evolved it from that, or did this just come out of the head like a bit of creative writing where they're just going off on one?
Yeah, no, it's the mind of the creator is a wondrous thing, that's for sure. I mean, I'm just thinking as well, like, I'm already, it could be a coincidence, but I am already seeing, like, I guess certain design styles, elements, building techniques already kind of being, I won't say shared in the community, but I think we will see this. Like, people will find, like, not the meta, but they'll find little tricks that you can use to achieve a certain look, you know? Yeah, what we are seeing is a lot of vents, intakes, and so on.
I like vents and intakes. I'm not going to complain about it.
Oh no, they're very satisfying.
Especially when they're using like catwalks and other elements to pull them off. Like the way these ships are merging, their lines are blending into each other. I don't know about you, but they don't feel as blocky as they used to. Like they feel more natural.
They do. There's a lot more, like, this looks like kind of smooth in many ways, right? Like, it's definitely got some angular pieces, and obviously the rounded thrusters break up the shape as well, but it's surprisingly smooth, if that makes sense, what we're looking at. Have we got a couple more pictures here?
Very nice.
Every angle, yeah, I know you're a bit delayed here, but every angle is yeah, fantastic. And this is just also one skin, right? And Marek has already said, you know, in the future there will be different skins, so you will be able to change the visual of the armor as well. The one that
paint gun, you could just literally click on the red, couldn't you, and then change all the red to another color. So if you wanted to quickly align this to a different faction or whatnot, or say you end up sharing this grid on the workshop, someone else could then change that color to their faction and whatnot, and then, you know, use it and play with it, or even fight against you. So yeah, it's lovely. But what were you going on saying?
Oh, I'd actually gone blank, but I was just staring at the ship right here. Again, the lighting is...
Putting a spoiler on a spaceship. Oh.
Yeah.
I think that's a bit cheeky, that, isn't it? Like,
go fast.
It's nice. It's nice, like it's an inverted spoiler, and I like they've used little pillars as well to connect it up to the rear there. It doesn't really impose too much on the design. It's just...
It's still very sleek.
Yeah, it seems to just fit within the, you know, the space of itself, and it doesn't extrude too much. So you could get this into some tight spaces. You could do a trench run definitely with this.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm so excited. I honestly, you guys know it. Like, it's just, for me, it's just the fact, like, how good things are looking. But yet we're literally 1 month in. That's what's blowing my mind, honestly. Like, we're so freaking early, guys, and this is what people are creating already. Man, we are in for a treat.